before I show up, I'm going to put on my headband and then whatever, t-shirt, maybe just shorts if it's 100 freaking degrees outside. Um, and then I show up and I start cranking on the tunes because I get motivated by metal. But the other thing is, uh, with a lot of people, let's say they want to improve their combat chassis, because that was one of the questions you asked. You've got to adjust the diet. That's huge because it's so easy for us to eating unhealthy is easy. It's very easy. So what I tell people when they have a very unhealthy diet, full of, they're eating shit out of boxes and bags, which isn't food, right? If it comes in a box or a bag, it's a product. It's not food. So I just tell them, hey, cut out one of those things right now, just one, because you can't go from eating like a human garbage can to a perfect freaking diet overnight. Because you're not going to stick with it. There's no freaking way. So cut one piece of shit out, whether it's those freaking 4 Coca-Colas that you drink a day, or those candy bars, or that bag of chips at night. Cut out one of those freaking those things in your diet that is shit, because shit in, shit out, right? So your body is turning into shit when you're ingesting shit. Just cut out one of those things and then start slow, because we have to understand that. The other thing what people say was, if they look at my workouts, is I'll never be able to do that. Well, start slow and adjust it. Modify it to fit your needs, because I run, whenever I train people, I call it performance-based training. So performance-based training understands that we all perform differently, and performance can be measured by doing what we can with what we have. So you have to adjust, that kind of workout or exercise to meet your needs. Start slow, and then here's the big thing is this: you got to give yourself 3 months. 3 months. So let's say you cut out that one piece of shit from your diet. After a week, you might think to yourself, you know what? I feel better already. So cut out a second one, and then maybe a third a month later. But in 3 months, if you start exercising and your diet gets better, there's a couple things that happen in 3 months. One is you're going to see results that stick, instead of going on a crash diet. People go on a crash diet 3 weeks. I lost 16 pounds in 3 weeks. Yeah, well, but you're going to gain it right back next week. Next
18
week,
pounds.
yeah, right back. But 3 months, you lose those 16 pounds. It's like, holy shit, man, that's good. But now it's going to stick. Not only that, but the fitness level that you have acquired is also going to stick. And the third thing is, after 3 months, it kind of becomes a way of life. It becomes a new normal, but you've got to give it those 3 months. And what I mean by starting out slow is go for a freaking walk, something like that. Go for a freaking, don't go out tomorrow and turn on the Rocky soundtrack and try to run through city blocks with bricks in your hand and ingest freaking a half dozen of raw eggs. Go for a freaking walk. Invest in some resistance bands, a couple kettlebells or something, and start slow. Just start slow, because you want to make those, and you said it earlier, because I love this term, you want to make those incremental improvements, incremental, because those incremental improvements are going to stick with you. But those are the big things right there. How do I get off the couch? Dress the part, show up, cut out one piece of shit from your diet. And it's great too to keep a log.